They called her Mama Samia, the mother who would heal a broken nation. When President John Magufuli died in 2021, the world exhaled. For the first time in years, Tanzania seemed to have a chance at redemption. A woman was stepping into power, calm, educated, diplomatic. The headlines said, "A new dawn for Tanzania." But what no one realized was that the dawn they were celebrating, there wasn't light at all. It was the calm before a deeper darkness. Before her came a man known as the bulldozer, John Pombe Magufuli. He rose to power in 2015 on promises of fighting corruption. And at first, he delivered. He fired lazy ministers, recovered billions from tax cheats, cut government waste. People loved him. He felt like the real deal. But the same bulldozer that cleared corruption soon began bulldozing freedom. Independent media was shut down. Opposition rallies were banned. Critics were arrested or disappeared. And the man who dared to speak the loudest, a lawyer and opposition leader named Tundu Lissu, was shot 16 times outside his home. 16 bullets. He should have died that day. But he didn't. He survived. And his survival became a symbol of defiance. Even in exile, he refused to be silent. Then came the pandemic. While the rest of the world was locking down, Magufuli mocked the virus. He called masks for cowards. He said vaccines were a Western plot. He told people to pray the disease away. Meanwhile, bodies were buried in silence. No data, no acknowledgement, just denial. Then in March 2021, Magufuli was gone. Official cause? Heart failure. But the whispers said otherwise. COVID had claimed the bulldozer, and in his absence, a soft voice rose. Vice President Samia Suluhu Hassan, a chemist, a diplomat, sworn in as Africa's second female president. To the world, she was a breath of fresh air. She was grace after brutality. The BBC called her a reformer. CNN called her the healer of Tanzania. And for a brief moment, she played that part perfectly. She lifted bans on the press. She freed political prisoners. She allowed opposition rallies. She even met with her old rival, Tundu Lissu. The photo of them smiling together went viral. For the first time in years, people dared to hope again. But then, the cracks appeared. By 2022, arrests quietly resumed. Not mass arrests like before, surgical ones. Bloggers, activists, and critics targeted one by one under cybercrime laws. By 2023, the fear had returned, not loud, but whispering. People didn't vanish in daylight anymore, they disappeared at night. By 2024, Tanzania was back where it started. Only this time, the repression came with a mother's smile. Behind it all was one name, Abdul Halim Amir, President Samaya's son. A man so feared that people only speak of him in whispers. According to multiple reports, he controls the country's intelligence network, the same machine accused of abducting opposition figures, torturing journalists, and silencing anyone who dares criticize the regime. Unmarked vans patrol the streets of Dar es Salaam at night. People are taken, and they never come back. While the youth struggle to survive on $2 a day, Abdul Halim lives like royalty, private jets, mansions in Oyster Bay, weekends in Dubai. He's the Prince of Shadows, and his mother smiles through every scandal. Then came April 2025. Tundu Lissu, the man who survived 16 bullets, stood before a crowd in southern Tanzania and declared, "No reforms, no election." Moments later, tear gas filled the air. He was dragged into a van, beaten, and charged with treason. His crime? Calling for fair elections. International outrage followed. Amnesty, the UN, the EU, all demanded his release. But inside Tanzania, silence. Because silence is safer. Now it's October 2025. The nation stands at the edge of an election that's already decided. CCM, the ruling party, will claim victory, 84%, just like always. But something feels different this time. The youth have had enough. Unemployment is sky high. Prices are rising. Hope is dying. And now, they're fighting back. From Arusha to Mbeya, young Tanzanians are organizing protests. They call it the October Uprising. Their chant echoes across cities. Hakuna Maguzi, Hakuna Uchaguzi. No reforms, no election. They've seen Kenya's Gen Z movement bring down power before. They've seen Sudan, Tunisia, and Egypt. They've learned that when the ballot is rigged, change comes from the streets. But Samia's government has its counterattack ready. State leaks suggest a full social media blackout on election day. Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, blocked. The internet throttled nationwide. It's Magufuli 2.0, just with a softer voice and a prettier mask. So here's the truth. Mama Samia's rule isn't democracy. It's a quieter kind of dictatorship. No tanks, no public executions, just silence, just fear, just people vanishing. One voice at a time. The world still praises her as a stabilizing force, but stability with